I can't see. Hey. Talk talk talk. Talk talk talk. Eat. Swallow it, or you'll all die soon. The poisonous black oiled tree and the various decomposing corpses here have produced a complex form of swamp miasma. If you keep inhaling it, you'll become just like those carcasses over there in no time. Gulp. Ha. 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 Ah. I've regained my senses. Rustle. Phew. We're saved. It's too early to be feeling relieved. This medicine can't completely neutralize the poison. If you don't ingest the antidote again after a short while, you'll be poisoned again. So don't get any funny ideas. Wah. Lead the way properly. Roger. Step step. Rustle. There's no more path ahead. This is a mudland swamp. Those who step in it will sink. It's also highly poisonous. If someone were to sink in, bubbling, no amount of cultivation would save him. Clang. Clang. Take those axes and go chop down some trees to make wooden planks. We'll cross this swamp in the same way that you would cross other swamps. Understood. To think that he would actually come up with a solution immediately. I was just thinking about coming up with some sort of excuse. We're done for now. There's one more task as well. I need a rope. You all go look for vines and tree bark, and splice a rope for me. It must be tough, and at least 3,000 feet long. 3,000 feet? That's right. If you can't get it done properly, then get ready to stay here forever. By the way, don't even think about trying anything funny. If I don't give you the antidote, the poison will still get you even if you escape from the jungle. He's so terrifying, yet he's clearly just a child. What sort of child is this? Young master, will you let us go once we finish these tasks? Rustle. Naturally, as long as you help me get them done, I'll let you go. After all, the main culprit is already dead. But you had all better turn over a new leaf, otherwise, I won't let you off. We'll definitely turn over a new leaf. Knox knocks. Thanks be to the young master for sparing our lives. Get going now. Footsteps. Roger. Step. Rustle. Chirping. Shoo shoo. My lord, the medicine is losing effect again. Thump. Vomits. Take these. Thank you, young master. This is the 9th time I'm giving them the medicine. Almost 10 hours have passed. They're finally going to be done. It is done. Shaw. Rustling. Bwang. Not bad. Everything has been completed. This is the antidote. You're all free to go. Thank you for sparing our lives, young master. Stepping. We will definitely be good people from now on. Alright, I'm going to make my way into the Black Spring again. In my previous life, I had unwittingly entered the Black Spring. Luckily, I managed to survive. I also discovered that which lay within the depths of the Black Spring. Set of ruins. Steps. Thump. It's below from here. Splash splash. Splash. Splash splash. There are quite a number of seemingly man-made platforms which one can walk on at the bottom of the Black Spring. I have to make sure that I can land on those platforms without breaking my legs or getting eaten by the demon beasts down at the bottom. Come out, rope. Chime. Bam. This rope, being several thousand feet long, must be quite heavy. I must tie it to the sturdiest tree around. Rustling. Rustling. Whoosh. Whoosh. Scrape scrape. Let's go. Shaw. Patcha. Whoosh. Scraping. Thump. Splish splash. In my previous life, my experience was limited, and so I came away from here with nothing to show for it. This time around, I must study it thoroughly. Step. Step. Splish. Splash. Splashing. This is the only platform that has runes engraved on it. Thump. The runes here are so complex that probably even a legend rank expert wouldn't be able to draw them. Step. The one on the wall is a sealing rune, while there are also 3 lightning and 6 sacred fire runes surrounding it. I should be able to decrypt it, but I'll need to be careful and precise about it. If there are any missteps during the deciphering process, I'll be a goner. Splash. Splash splash. Crick crick crick. Splashing. Crick crick. Just who was it that put all this up? This has already exceeded a legend rank understanding of runes. Maybe a legend rank professional rune master from before the Dark Age might be able to put this up? Using such a complicated set of runes to hide something. Weren't they scared of not being able to retrieve it? I had better run through my reasoning a few more times. Scribbles. These 9 offensive runes are no joke. A legend rank rune master is even more distinguished than a legend rank demon spiritualist. For them to have put so much effort into this, scribbles. Just what kind of treasure is hidden behind these sealing runes? I'm kind of looking forward to this. Rustle rustle. Rustling. Sploosh. Vanish vanish. Success. Now there's just 3 more sealing runes left. Who would have thought that in this world, other than that demon beast, hiss hiss, there would actually be a human expert who reached the heavenly destiny rank? Then why did the humans lose? Steps. Vanish. 12 hours later. Done. 3 more runes of even greater complexity. Let's see what happens next. Deciphered. Vanish vanish. Rustling. Hiss hiss. Shaw. What else is still missing? I couldn't have miscalculated the runes. Splashing. Hey. Steps. Hey. Thump. Rumble rumble. Rumble rumble. Rumbling. Rumble. Rumbling. Splash splash. Rumbling. Boom. Hiss. Whoa. It can even work like this. One look and you can tell that it's a cave with treasures hidden inside. Let's go. Steps. There are actually offensive runes even inside? This is really being too careful. It's just up ahead. Drip drip. Oh, so bright. Drip. Drip. Drip drip. Drips. But I've already managed to decrypt all those on the outside. I won't even trigger runes like these which are inferior to them. Useless, useless. Dripping dripping. There's a light? It's just up ahead. Skids. Gurgle gurgle. Burble. It's actually shining all by itself. This place is quite something. Drips. Hold on. Surely there isn't another offensive rune here. Let me check. There aren't any more traps here. But there's a rune array. It's a barrier. It's protecting this source of the spring water. This should be the true black spring. The real treasure is obviously within the water. This pitch black water. Bubbling. Even if I break past the barrier, I don't really want to go down there. Let me just examine the surroundings first. Hey. I don't see any other entrance. Gurgles. There seems to be something over on the far side. I'll have to go all the way around to get there. Drip drop. Thump. Observe observe. There's no danger. Alright, let me take a look. Steps. Empty empty. This is 6 corpses? I wonder how long it's been since they died. Even their skeletons have almost eroded away entirely. Even so, there's still a wave of energy surging from their corpses. They must have been top-end experts when they were alive. This power feels like soul energy, yet somewhat different. Legend rank armor? Stance. Based on the runes, these weapons and armor are all legend rank. Although they're quite badly damaged, quite a few can still be used once they're repaired a bit. There are no signs of battle, nor any traps. Did they die here on their own? Although it's a bit inauspicious to be taking items from the dead. Takes. So be it. Haven't I died once myself anyway? It would really be too much of a waste for these treasures to rot away here. Hoo. I should just take them all with me. Rustle rustle. That's right, they're spatial rings. All 6 rings are still in good condition. Experts of at least legend rank. What would be in their rings? Chime. Chime. As expected of the spatial rings of legend rank experts. The space within each one is so large. But the objects within have all almost entirely decayed away into nothingness. Chime. A soul crystal? For it to decay to such a state would surely take several centuries at least. Moreover, the flow of time within a spatial ring would be much slower than in the real world. If it spent several centuries within the spatial ring, that would be hundreds of centuries in the real world. All these corpses are of people from several hundred centuries ago? What else is there in the rings? Russell. The weapons and armor that were left outside weren't completely damaged, so there may be some inside that are better preserved. Chime. Wind Spirit Battle Armor. As thin as a cicada's wings and able to expand and contract freely. Yet also possessing legend rank defensive power. It can even reduce the power of a palm strike from someone at the pinnacle of legend rank by 90%. Strips. Removes. Just this armor alone would make the trip here worth it. Extremely fitting. After being left in the ring for hundreds of centuries, it hasn't been damaged at all. I've obtained yet another treasure that can save my life in critical moments. Rustling. After going round a few times, there doesn't seem to be anything noteworthy left. Step. Come then, it's time to see what's in the black spring. There seems to be some form of turbulent energy within. If I can cultivate under these conditions, I might be able to break through to the black gold rank. I should hurry up and look around. Runes like this must have some sort of loophole or weakness. This array should have been set up by those few people who died here. The barrier can prevent the energy within from leaking out too much. Runes like these can't stop me though. Step. Crack. This is a soul. I wonder who she is. To have left a sliver of her own soul here. Looks like her original body's strength has already surpassed legend rank. She's that human expert who reached the heavenly destiny rank. For an expert at that level, even just a tiny sliver of her soul would still possess consciousness. Opens eyes. Shaw. Splash. I've waited for tens of thousands of years. Finally, another person has turned up here. My name is Ni Li. Who might you be? My name is Yu Yan, the fire spiritual goddess. Fire spiritual goddess. Is she the same type of life form as the snow wind spirit deity? No wonder she looks similar. The snow wind spiritual deity was also seemingly just a remnant of a will, yet his strength was at legend rank. I had originally thought that the snow wind spiritual deity was a being summoned from another world. Looks like my guess was wrong. They're experts of our world who had reached the heavenly destiny rank. Once one steps into the realm of the heavenly destiny rank, one's lifespan will be extended infinitely. In this world, it would be almost impossible to die. The strength of a heavenly destiny rank expert would also far exceed that of legend rank. Just like that demon beast which brought about the Dark Age. Several thousand legend rank experts went forth to attack it, but that only served to invite a massive catastrophe upon humankind instead. How did these spiritual gods come to die then? There's also Emperor Kong Ming, and the temporal demon spirit book. There are still too many mysteries that I don't understand in this world. The energy that this spiritual goddess possesses is also not the soul energy that I'm familiar with. I am the spiritual goddess of this world. Descends. Goddess? We are in charge of the laws of the world. I myself oversee the element of fire. It's just that my original body is already dead. My divine spark has also been smashed into smithereens and scattered across all corners of this world. But we spiritual gods are eternally indestructible. After several dozen millennia, our divine sparks will gather anew, and reconstruct our original body. What? Indestructible? Reincarnation? We are not mere mortals. Every main world can only produce 36 spiritual gods, while subsidiary worlds can only produce one each. Fwoosh. We represent the laws of the world. In ancient times, this main world of ours also had 36 spiritual gods within it, and 72 subsidiary worlds with spiritual gods as well. Of those, half were demon beasts. a quarter were humans, and the remainder were other various life forms. They were the dominant powers of this world. Although each spiritual god was able to control a law, the power of law did not necessarily belong to the spiritual god forever. If a spiritual god were to completely die out and lose control of that law, those who came after him would have the opportunity to seize control of his power of law, becoming the new god. So the power of law can be seized. That's right. From time immemorial, the tribes that we each led were all involved in never-ending slaughter as everyone attempted to seize the powers of law. 100 millennia ago, the Demon Beast tribe sought to control all the laws, and launched an all-out war against us. Although we banded together and utterly defeated the Demon Beast tribe, we ourselves suffered devastating casualties. Several spiritual gods disappeared from the world, as even their very souls expired. There were also those like me, whose divine forms were shattered, with their physical bodies no longer existing. Currently, my scattered divine form is able to sense that a spiritual god has been born within the Demon Beast tribe. It wishes to destroy the legacy of our human tribe. They've certainly been doing a good job of destroying us. Unfortunately, as of now, my divine form has only gathered to 1/3 of its original state. If the Demon Beast tribe produces even more spiritual gods, and gains control of all the laws, humankind will face the prospect of being wiped out. But I can only slowly wait here in the Black Spring for my divine form to gather again. Once I leave the Black Spring, the pinnacle legend rank demon beast standing guard outside will stop at nothing to destroy my physical body. Roar. Sigh. By the time my divine spark recovers, it may already be too late. The legacy of humankind will not be destroyed. Goddess Yu Yan need not worry. That may well be true. Amongst the human spiritual gods, there was a supreme expert who controlled the law of time and space. When the human spiritual gods were on the brink of total defeat, he used the law of time and space, entering the vast river of time and space. He prodded and pulled on the strings of time affecting the past and the future to rescue humankind. No one knows what arrangements he made, so all I could do was wait. Until your arrival. Until I arrived? Could this have been arranged by the spiritual god of time and space? To think that there's actually a spiritual god of time and space. Does he have something to do with the temporal demon spirit book? Come to think of it, the divine desert palace in which I obtained the book in my previous life, as well as the tomb of Emperor Kong Ming where I obtained the remnant page, were both in this world. In my previous life, although I had already surpassed the heavenly destiny rank, and gone to other realms, I still didn't understand this world that well. Spiritual gods and laws. I'm very curious just what other secrets lie within this world. Let me take a good look. In that case, what should I do? What can I do? This child. I will teach you the power of law. Oh. You're actually not even the least bit surprised after hearing that? I'm just kind of slow on the uptake. Honestly, no matter how strong the power of law is, it was only strong enough to get them to the heavenly destiny rank. There's no way it's as powerful as my heavenly god technique. Alright then, I will impart the power of law to you. As for how much you'll comprehend and how high a level you can reach, that'll depend on you. Of the 27 spiritual gods of our human tribe, 6 have already completely perished. So, if you were to comprehend the laws of those 6, that would be both the most appropriate and the simplest approach. Oh? What laws are those? Which is the most powerful? Teach it to me. The more powerful the law, the more difficult it is to learn. Moreover, each person can only cultivate one law. Don't get greedy and bite off more than you can chew. The best approach is to cultivate the law that is the most suitable for you. Then which one is the most powerful law? Ho, you are a youngster after all. Listen well then. Amongst the 6 spiritual gods who passed away, The most powerful laws were those of light, darkness, and chaos. The other three were masters of the elemental laws of earth, lightning, and metal. In comprehending a law, the most important aspect is the ability to sense it. I will teach you the method to sense it here. But sensing a law is very difficult. You may need to seclude yourself here for 20 years before you can sense even a trace of it. 20 years? Are you sure you didn't remember that wrongly? 20 years is already very fast. When we comprehended the laws back then, it took us at least 50 or 60 years. Moreover, during that era, there were countless people sensing the laws, and it was then that the power of law was at its greatest. The power of law is much weaker now. Then I can just give it a try. But only for a month at most. I have my own affairs to attend to. When it comes to cultivation techniques, to understand one is to understand 10,000. No matter how profound the power of law is, it surely won't take me 20 years. Fine then, let's give it a try. In cultivating the power of law, the first step is to strengthen one's body. Bubbling, this black spring is infused with part of my divine spark. I'll open up the barrier, and you can enter this black spring to refine your body. If your physical body hasn't adapted to it, when the time comes, the power of law may well cause your physical body to explode outright. Assuming you can sense it. The power of law in the black spring is very strong. Your skin will get burnt. Once you're unable to withstand it, just come ashore to rest. Opens. Shaw. Come in then. Shaw. Ah, such energy. This is great. Here I come. Splash. Wait. Take off your clothes. Ah, splashing. I won't look at you. This child. Oh yay, I'm still a kid. Splash. Thump. Shoo. Glug glug. Kersplash. Phew. This energy is powerful and pure. It's even beginning to scorch my skin. Kersplash. Hiss hiss. The power of law is very similar to soul energy. Hiss. I can absorb it. Hiss. Rumble. Boom. After circulating the energy in my soul ocean, the burning sensation is gradually subsiding. I can absorb even more. Ah. Shaw. Shaw. As a spiritual goddess, I can practically see through the hearts of all humans. But I'm completely unable to see through Ni Li's. One chosen by heaven. Is this what you've decided on, spiritual god of time and space? It's already been several hundred millennia since the time my followers escorted my divine spark here. And Ni Li is the first human I've met since then. Rustling. The power of law is extraordinarily strong. A normal human being would only be able to withstand it for a very short while. He was able to decipher our rune barrier, and is moving so freely within the black spring. You are indeed no ordinary person, Ni Li. Shoo shoo. Perhaps I should bestow a larger blessing upon him? Ah, my soul ocean is still expanding. To think that it's even possible to reach such a high rate of energy absorption. Appear. Ah, rustling. The more I absorb the power of law, the more my soul ocean feels empty instead. Splash splash. My soul ocean is like a bottomless pit. More. I can absorb even more. Boom. 4-star gold rank. How is this possible? He only has a gold rank level of cultivation. His soul ocean's capacity should be quite small. The power of law at the top of the black spring has almost been sucked dry by him. Boom. With such a vast amount of the power of law, even a black gold rank or legend rank demon spiritualist would have exploded from getting so stuffed. Gurgling. Just how is he? Boom. I still want more. Splash. Plump. No. Ni Li. Come back up now. Empty. He's sealed off his 6 senses. Glug glug. The deeper I go, the purer the power of law is. Gurgle. Glug. A bit deeper. Rustle. My soul ocean has expanded again. Even deeper. Glug glug. There's a light emanating from the bottom of the lake. Is it? It's the vine within my soul ocean that keeps absorbing the power of law each time. And the growth of the vine makes my soul ocean even more powerful. Now, Shaw, 5-star gold rank. Okay. Gurgling. Why is there a light in the depths of this pool? Could there be a treasure at the bottom? Glug. So hot. Is someone boiling water here? Such powerful flame energy. I'll have to use the power of law to protect my eyes. Gurgling. Let me take a look. Just what is there? A ball? That's it? Gurgle. Glug. Guh. So that's it. This ball of light is the divine spark of the fire spiritual goddess. This tiny body is the physical form that the divine spark is reconstructing. Interesting. This divine spark can actually use the power of law to gestate a physical body. It's different from when I used the power of the heavenly way in my previous life to reconstruct a physical body from external objects. Hot. The power of law contained in this divine spark is surging forth so violently that my body is almost boiling over. Gurling. Rustle. Glug. The vine has absorbed all that energy. And that scorching sensation is now gone. A spiritual god's physical body. If I'm able to analyze its constitution, it'll definitely be beneficial for my cultivation. Since Milady Goddess has already lived for hundreds of millennia, something like this shouldn't be something that she'll take offense to. What is he trying to do? My divine aura has no effect on him either. He got close to my divine spark so easily. If he's thinking of violating my body or consuming my divine spark, that would be problematic. Glug. Just what is the structure of this divine spark? Would the divine body of a spiritual god be different from that of an ordinary mortal? How impolite. A mere mortal actually dares to touch my physical body? Touch. Slides. Isn't this just the physical body of a normal human? The energy within his body is actually so powerful and profound. My very soul is actually trembling in response to it. This is a power on a level even higher than that of the power of law. Could he be a descendant of the Lord of Creation? Still, don't even think of doing anything improper. Although I can't stop you either. So that's it. No wonder there was no one who cultivated the power of law in that realm. Although it's possible to reach the heavenly destiny rank using the power of law, that only gets one to the lowest level of it. If one wishes to reach a higher level, glug, it's not enough to rely on just the power of law. Still, this type of power does have a profound quality to it. If one were to cultivate it together with the power of the heavenly way, there might be a surprising breakthrough. Moreover, I can cultivate the power of law right now, and it's a higher form of power than soul energy. While I would need to wait until I break through to legend rank to cultivate the power of the heavenly way, I may as well transform all my soul energy to the power of law right now. Gurgling. Furious bubbling. He's begun meditating and cultivating again? I really don't understand him at all. Rustle. Splashing splash. A short while later. Surfaces. Splash. Rustling. Shake. Sister Goddess. Why do you have such a sour expression? It's nothing. Oh, by the way, when I was down there just now, I studied your gestating divine body for a while. I thought of a way which might actually be able to help you reconstruct your body. That way, you'll be able to leave the Black Spring much earlier than expected. A mere child is actually proclaiming that he can reconstruct a spiritual god's body. I really can. Hurry up and cultivate. Never mind. I'll persuade her again when there's time to later on. Because it's been soaked in the Black Spring for so long, your physical body has strengthened rapidly. By my reckoning, it might not even take 3 months for you to temper your body to legend rank. It's faster than I had imagined. This Black Spring is quite the treasure trove indeed. Since that's the case, you can already begin sensing the power of law. Better not waste any time then. So how should I go about it? We still don't know which power of law you have the greatest affinity with. Let's have you begin by trying to sense the law of light then. Alright, I'm ready. Teach me. With my guidance, the speed at which you sense it will be much faster. First, empty your mind. Eliminate all stray thoughts. The laws exist within all objects between heaven and earth. They are an extremely profound form of existence. You will need to concentrate to sense them. Imagine that you're now enveloped in darkness, with nary a sound to be heard. Within that endless darkness, there's a tiny little speck of light. It brings you a hint of warmth. Sensing a law is an extremely difficult process. It requires decades of time spent emptying the self, to make one's own state of mind as pure as heaven and earth. Only then will the power of law sense your pious heart, and accept you. I wonder if you will be able to sense even a trace of it in this 1 month? Empty. Poof. This is the law of light? How warm. Poof poof. Hold on. Poof poof poof. It's too warm. Hey, arg. Bam. Hot, hot. Splash. Hiss hiss. Ah. Hiss hiss. Hiss hiss. Ha. Ha. Sister Goddess, did you misteach me or something? Impossible. That's how we all cultivated. Fine. Splash. You said that you wanted me to sense strands of light within the darkness. That's right. How were those strands of light? That was basically like the sun. I almost went blind. So much for feeling warmth. Hiss. See, I even caught on fire. Cultivating this power of law of yours is really too dangerous. But still, with that, my understanding of the power of law has become deeper. That. For humans to sense even the slightest trace of the laws takes decades at the least. For humans to sense even the slightest trace of the laws takes decades at the least. Yet he not only sensed the law of light, but felt it as though it were the sun? Legend has it that only when the spiritual god of light managed to cultivate to the highest level, was he able to control a power akin to that of the sun. So that's how it is. This world was constructed using these laws. Our soul energy was cultivated from those foundations. Let me continue meditating. By making use of the power in the black spring, hiss hiss. I can comprehend and reconstruct even more secrets of the laws. Shaw. Hiss. So that's it. This is the original nature of the power of law. The laws are not a form of power which arose naturally. There was once a powerful being who laid mysterious runes across the whole world, and thus established the various laws, allowing the world to continue functioning. Much like a cage, these laws also restrict this world. So in here, in order to break through past legend rank, it's necessary to cultivate the power of law. While, as luck would have it, I was able to cultivate the technique contained with the Temporal Demon Spirit book, and was thus able to break through those limits, entering another realm altogether. I've already cultivated a higher form of power from other realms, so it's simple to dissect the power of law. How is he able to write runes of light? In just this short amount of time, he's grasped the law of light. Unbelievable. This power is pretty interesting as well. They're just runes in the end, though the one who laid them down may have been even stronger than I was in my past life. Where there is light, there is darkness. Let me use what I've found out so far to figure out some way to reconstruct the law of darkness then. Shoo shoo. This is impossible. Whoa. Hiss. That's strange. What was that expert's goal in creating these laws? Cultivating the power of law does indeed allow one to break through legend rank and reach the heavenly destiny rank, but this type of power has completely sealed off this world. For all practitioners in this world, even if they were to break through legend rank and reach the pinnacle, they would still be limited by the system of laws, and be unable to go beyond the limitations of the laws and go to another realm. Shoo shoo. Oh well. There's no use in dwelling on such thoughts. There's never been anyone who can grasp two powers of law. Moreover, from starting to learn to sense the law to grasping it, only took him several hours. Just what manner of being is he? Sister Goddess, are you alright? It's no. Nothing. Alright, I'll continue cultivating then. Russell Russell. Tianyin tribe. What the heck? How come you're the only ones who came out? If that young master dies within the Black Spring, and their city lord learns of it. Crackpop. No, the young master didn't die. He was able to do this and this. And also that and that. Oh, he was even able to neutralize the swamp gas. Looks like he came prepared. He also forced me to splice a rope several dozen thousand feet long, and crossed through the swamp. Could he have been thinking of descending to the bottom of the Black Spring? Wouldn't he be dead for sure then? Hopefully the young master's virtue will bring him the protection of heaven. Roar roar. It's been over 20 days. Shoo shoo. His physical body has already reached black gold rank. Opens. Disperse. Phew. If I continue to use the power of the laws to refine my body, splash splash, I might even be able to get my body to legend rank. With a strong body, one doesn't need to worry about losing one's life. Shakes head. It hasn't even been a month, yet his understanding of the laws is already deeper than mine. I cannot but believe him now. Ni Li. Russells. What method were you going to use for the reconstruction you spoke of? Russell. Haha, you finally believe me. The structure of the power of law is actually just some runes. To comprehend a law is equivalent to grasping a system of runes. Chime. Your divine spark shattering is basically the same as having the logical flow of runes being disrupted. I just need to reconstruct the logic of the runes, and your divine body will slowly become stronger. The power of the law of fire between heaven and earth will once more return to your divine body. So the laws are actually runes? At any rate, as long as you know that I can reconstruct your body, that's good enough. So what you're saying, is that you're going to embed runes into my body? That's right. However, although the law energy will automatically flow towards you once that's done, the area of effect will be limited. If you continue staying in this Black Spring, once the power of law is sucked dry, the speed at which your divine body is reconstructed will be extremely slow. If you're able to move around the world, I believe that the speed at which you reconstruct your body will become much faster. But as soon as I leave the Black Spring, I'll be discovered by the legend-rank demon beasts below. With my current level of strength, there's no way for me to fight against them. Even if my soul returns to my body, I'll only be at legend rank. If we're talking about leaving the Black Spring, it's not like there isn't a way to do so. Oh, you have some way of doing so? Right now, I'm able to use the power of law. I can set down a rune array which mimics your aura. I'll just have to cover up your actual body's aura, and then we're good. But I'll have to trouble Sister Goddess to suffer some inconvenience for a while. That's fine. Go ahead then. This matter concerns the survival of our human tribe. No matter how much suffering I may have to endure, it wouldn't be something even worth mentioning. Go ahead then. Set me free. Alright, I'm going down then. Shaw. Inhales. Splash. Glug glug. Gurgle. Gurgling. Bubbling. Shoo. Ah. Twist twist. Don't wriggle around like that. It's so awkward. The first layer of runes is completed. Shine. Alright, the second layer next. Gurgle. Shaw shaw. Rustle rustle. Humming. What should we call her? Descending wings of flame. Let's call her Yu Yan then. Lil Yu Yan, grow up quickly. Guh. These are Yu Yan's memories? She actually came to this world by descending from the heavens? That's truly beyond the limits of my knowledge indeed. Moreover, I've observed that within her body, other than the 2 sets of reconstructed runes, There also seems to be 5 points of light. Bubbling. Ouch. This is the true core of Yu Yan's life force. Gurgling. It's far more profound than the law of fire. From the looks of it, as long as these 5 points of golden light do not disappear, Yu Yan won't die even if she loses the power of law. Goddess Yu Yan. Her body also contains an enormous secret. Gurgle, glug. I can look into it next time. I should help her repair her divine body first. Whoosh, shoo, whoosh, shoo, shoo. The last set. Shoo. Success. The law of fire is beginning to rush in furiously. My power of law is almost completely spent. Gurgle. That really tired me out there. Looks. Bubbling. He actually succeeded. Glug glug glug. Gloop gloop. Splash. Shaw shaw. Shaw. Ha. Splash. Shaw. Shoo. Ni Li. Thank you for helping me to restore my divine body. Shoo. Shoo. The condition of my physical body is much better than I had expected. Ha. Thump. No problem. So sleepy. Hiss. I used up too much energy. I am in your debt. If there's any help you need in the future, just say the word. Sister Goddess is too polite. We're just mere mortals, to have a spiritual god as backing. I'll be able to do whatever I want from now on. Hey, like you still need any sort of backing. I'm the one who still needs to rely on you instead. Alright then, what should we do next? The law of fire around here has basically been sucked dry by me. My divine body is also able to move freely now. It's time for us to leave. If we want to leave this place, I'll have to trouble Sister Goddess to follow my instructions. Otherwise, if your aura is detected by the demon beasts, we'll both be done for. I understand. We'll follow your plan. I'll use the law of darkness to inscribe runes, and then cover your body with them. Rustle. That way, we'll be able to hide your aura. For that, I'll have to inconvenience Goddess here to shrink your body as much as possible, and hide within my sleeve. Aside from that, you'll have to get the clothes that you've worn, the items that you've used, and so on. Put them all together, and then use the law of fire to set up a rune array. Use this array to simulate your aura and make the demon beasts think that you're still here. I'll draw out the rune array pattern for you right now. Understood. I'll make the preparations right away. Rustle rustle. Whoosh. Shines. Shoo shoo. Appears. Perfect. With that, the setup is done. Goddess Yu Yan, please try to shrink your divine body as much as you can. Although I'm able to shrink my body down to about a foot or so, this sleeve is really too tight. Shoo. Shaw. Rustle. Rustle. Shift shift. Sister Goddess, don't move around too much. I can only maintain the stability of the darkness runes in the vicinity of my palm. Ha. She must be feeling quite awkward. Squeeze squeeze. I'm the one who's feeling awkward here. Whoosh. Shaw. He succeeded. My aura is indeed being covered by this array. The power of law that he only just comprehended not long ago is actually being exercised at such a high level of mastery. He's basically like a natural-born spiritual god. Just where did he come from? Let's go. Rustling. Thud. Rumblejing. The cave entrance has vanished once again. Roar. The roars of demon beasts. So powerful. The bottom of this abyss is filled with danger. Good thing they won't come up here. We'll need to be careful as well. Holding breath. Thump. Let's go. I really hadn't imagined it would turn out like this. Crack crack. I had originally thought that I would find some sort of legendary treasure, but I ended up bringing a goddess back instead. And I used up so much time in the process too. Dust dust. Still, I suppose this does count as quite a good haul. Tianyin tribe. Noisy noisy. Rustle rustle. Rustle emerges. Sister Goddess. In your reckoning, How many human tribes have managed to survive? I'm also not so sure how many have survived. Although we achieved victory in the first war of the gods, the demon beasts have a new spiritual god now. Yeah, and humanity has been defeated. And was almost exterminated. At one point, I had thought that Glory City was the only surviving human settlement. Right now, humans are at a position of disadvantage relative to the demon beasts. But it's impossible for them to exterminate humanity outright for now. A few of the spiritual gods each have had their bloodline passed down. Russell. They're scattered across various realms. Step. Although there were few humans left after the war in the main world, humans still control many realms. They've flourished in those realms, biding their time for a comeback. Oh, there's actually something like that? There are a few especially powerful human spiritual gods. Using an artifact called the Profound Amethyst Bamboo as the core, they laid down a barrier in those realms. They've operated like this for several dozen millennia now. Even if all the human spiritual gods have now fallen, the demon beast tribe can forget about invading those realms. Amongst the human tribes, the most powerful would be the descendants of the primal chaos spiritual god, the Hun Yuan family. They have countless numbers of experts at the demigod rank, while in their realm, there's even a partial duplicate of the Profound Amethyst Bamboo which acts as their sacred guardian artifact. They have countless numbers of experts at the demigod rank, while in their realm, the primal chaos spiritual god is also the most mysterious existence amongst the various spiritual gods. Although I personally witnessed the shattering of his divine spark, he might still have had some way of coming back to life. Then can us humans go to those worlds? Yes. We just need to find Dreamcloud stones. Dreamcloud stones? From the Dreamcloud world. It's an independent and complete realm which is difficult for demon beasts to enter. There, it's spring all year round, and the land is rich and flourishing. It's only slightly smaller than the main world. Step. Moreover, the array that allows one to use Dreamcloud stones to enter the Dreamcloud world is one only known by the few of us spiritual gods. So where would we be able to find Dreamcloud stones? In order to obstruct and cut off the communication between the Dreamcloud world and the main world, the spiritual gods of the demon beasts have already seized the vast majority of the Dreamcloud stones. Perhaps only some few human ruins have a couple of pieces in them. Other than that, there's one more place that has them, and enough of them too. My spatial ring. Once we find it, we'll be able to enter the Dreamcloud world. Spatial ring? The spatial ring of a spiritual god must be full of good stuff. Before my divine spark shattered, I had hidden my spatial ring in a place several dozen thousand miles from here. Several dozen thousand miles? I don't know whether it's still there now. That's a bit far, Sister Goddess. We'll go there some other time if there's a chance to. But I'm quite looking forward to it. After all, it's a place I've not been to in my past life, or even heard of. Ho, we'd better leave quickly. If we dawdle any longer, we might attract danger to Tianyin tribe. Okay, let's start descending the mountain then. Russell. Young Master Ni Li. Thump. I don't see young Master Ni Li here. Shaw. Young Master Xiao Kuang, we wouldn't dare deceive you. Aw, I've asked the people in town. He did indeed appear briefly. After staying in the Black Spring for so long, he actually returned alive. Just how did he do it? An extraordinary person indeed. Well, with that, I can rest assured. The next step now is to get the tribe to up sticks and move to Glory City. Yeah, Shaw. Out here in the wilderness, with a legend rank expert as a guardian, I can finally move without fear. Shaw, where are you going next? Thump. Do you know about the Divine Desert Palace, Sister Goddess? I've been dead for 100,000 years. You shouldn't be asking me about something like that. I should have thought of that. But the Divine Desert Palace is a bit far. By the time we get there and back, the Dark Guild would probably have already invaded. Dark Guild? The Dark Guild is the enemy of our glory city. Sha. They did this, and that and that. Since I happen to have a map for the underground world, I should go take a look. In the face of the threat of demon beasts and the prospect of human extinction, they still act against their own tribe and kill their own. If I run into them, I'll definitely kill them myself. Why is the goddess even more infuriated and indignant than me? Perhaps she also had a similar experience. Whoosh! Their strength cannot be underestimated. Even with a full power strike from the 10,000 demon spirits array, I only managed to injure Long Sha. Then that demon lord you mentioned is probably even more powerful. Sha. He's in seclusion right now. Unfortunately, he's probably already come into contact with the power of law. Thump. If he were to reach the heavenly destiny rank and become a spiritual god, Glory City will become an easy target for the Dark Guild. Rustle. Rustling. Is this the place? Being able to find even an entrance like this. I really have to give it to you, my lord ancestor. Drip drop. Oh. Deep within the cave, there's actually a small man-made hole in the wall here. Hiding it in a pitch-dark place like this, that's almost too well hidden. Even if there isn't a secret base, there should be treasure here. Are you very fond of going to these sort of places to look for treasure? Thump. So many skeletal remains here. There are those of humans as well as demon beasts. Was there a big battle here? Step. The humans fought as they retreated, and ended up in the depths of the tunnel. But who was this tunnel constructed by? I've been walking for a few miles now, step, and I don't see any clue. Such a low-level barrier is useless in front of me. Sha. Having a goddess along to help me is certainly making things a lot easier. Humph. Alright then. After the barrier, the underground world must lie just ahead. Charge. After a long while. Step. Charge. Who the heck sets up a barrier in the middle of a secret passage? Such unethical behavior must be the work of the Dark Guild. Humph. But, finally. Step. This is the Nether Realm? Foo. Aw. I'll need to hide myself first. Is this place such a big deal? In this world, aside from the humans and the demon beasts, there are many other races as well. There are also many experts within their ranks. They have also carved out their own territory which they rule over, forming a few major forbidden areas. This Nether Realm is exactly one of the 3 forbidden areas within the main world, and is under the control of an expert who has comprehended the law of Nether. No one knows which race he belongs to. His level of strength was such that even the primal chaos spiritual god had to be wary of him. He's that powerful? Luckily, these races are all neutral. As long as we don't interfere with their interests, they won't act against us either. At any rate, we'll need to move carefully. Sha. Understood. Shoo. Thud. Oh. To think that the Dark Guild is actually based here. I should go take a look around the area first. Just now, I saw that there was a city in the distance. Let's head over there first. Chitter chatter. There. Rustle. Those are probably dark elves. Seems like they're about to attack. You should be able to handle gold rank enemies by yourself, right, Neely? Of course. Step. Sha. Shoo. Boom. Yin yang energy blast. Boom. Wah. Touches. Boom. Shoo. Bam. Scurrying away. Humph. Phew. This is the way you fight? Interesting. Using the power of the demon beasts as well as the power of law. Moreover, the 2 powers of law that I've grasped are highly compatible with my demon spirits, which has caused my technique to undergo a transformation. With your talent, you might really be able to become the savior of humanity. I must become the savior of humanity. Step. Black Rock City. Black Rock City is one of the 15 great cities of the Nether Realm. Various races all gather here, enjoying the protection of the Master of the Nether Realm. The descendants of the humans who had fled here during the Dark Age had also settled and thrived here. By now, humans had become one of the 12 main races of the Nether Realm. They no longer suffer from the pursuit of the demon beasts. But there are still various factions which exist within the city, competing with each other both openly and secretly. The Dark Guild is one such human faction within Black Rock City. Crackle Pop. Crackle. Yee-Han. Glug. Noisy. I don't sense anyone from the Dark Guild here. Damn it. Not only did Yi Zong not die, but the Sacred Family was eliminated as well. I can no longer return to Glory City now, and without the Sacred Family, there's no way that the Dark Guild will still have any use for me. Don't blame me for selling information about Glory City to the Wugui family. After all, I need to make a living as well. Once they take Glory City. Thunk. Just you wait and see. Sooner or later, I'll take back what's mine. Yi Zong. Ni Li. Step step. Rustle rustle. Rustle rustle. Long Shaw. Did we get tricked by that brat Yi Han? Why was Yi Zong still alive? He caused Shen Hong and the Sacred Family to get dragged down as well. That traitor. If I had known earlier, I would have slaughtered him. Now we've even let him slip away. How aggravating. No, Yi Han didn't lie. He did indeed poison Yi Zong. As to why Yi Zong didn't die. Presumably, he was saved by someone. Who? As someone who was able to set down the 10,000 demon spirits array, it's hardly surprising that he could save Yi Zong. So that means that Yi Han really did betray Glory City. Could he have told the information about Glory City to another faction? Damn it, didn't he just seek refuge with the Wugui family? Yi Han must have told them about the secret passage leading to the surface. If word of this gets to the Demon Lord, we'll get punished. The Demon Lord is currently in seclusion. We can't disturb him. Step step. We should just watch and wait for now. Although the Wugui family has 3 demigod rank experts, they can't possibly leave Black Rock City to take action themselves. Moreover, Glory City itself has some tricks up its sleeves. You and I have both had a taste of that. So, it's not that simple for the Wugui family to devour Glory City. Just send someone to keep tabs on the Wugui family. We need to hurry up and go into seclusion to recover from our injuries. Humph. I'll make the arrangements then. Demigod rank experts? Their actual cultivation level is only at the pinnacle of legend rank. But they're able to use the power of law to a certain degree. It could be said that they're only a step away from becoming a spiritual god. There are many demigod rank experts in the Nether Realm, but as long as the spiritual gods controlling the laws haven't been completely destroyed, they won't be able to grasp the laws and become a spiritual god. Who would have thought that after so many years, the Master of the Nether Realm would actually have become so strong? Oh, can you sense it, goddess? I could sense the aura of the Law of Nether as soon as we entered. This chill is covering basically the entire Nether Realm. This underground world appears to have become his own domain. No wonder it's so cool here even with all the fire everywhere. I wonder which level of the Heavenly Destiny rank he's reached now. I've heard that the Master of the Nether Realm hasn't appeared for several centuries now. Looks like there isn't much chance of meeting him. But to think that there would be a realm like this underground, where the various races are living together. I really couldn't have imagined that. Clonk. Crunch crunch. Crack. Have you heard? A few days back, there was a fierce battle between the Blood Demon family and Jade Seal family. The Jade Seal family suffered heavy casualties. Why did they end up in such a fierce fight? If everyone were able to get along with each other peacefully, the world would be so wonderful. This rock woman's voice is really just too unpleasant. Apparently, when the experts from both families entered the first layer of the 9-layered Deathlands, they discovered a treasure map, and hence ended up fighting. A treasure map from the 9-layered Deathlands? No wonder. Just entering the 9-layered Deathlands is a highly risky thing, Sips. Yet the Jade Seal family actually dared to fight it out against the Blood Demon family? They were basically courting their own doom. These humans don't know their own place. They've only been here for a few thousand years. Yet they've already forgotten who's the boss here. Who's the boss here? The Blood Demons? Bam! Of course it's the rock golems. Hee hee ho ho ha ha her her. Interesting.